York Governor Andrew Cuomo has got to go over his administration's cover-up of nursing home deaths in New York, a congressman has said, as state lawmakers describe the bullying and screaming phone calls he used to enforce his Republican Representative Zeldin told Fox News host Sean Hannity that Cuomo was a bully who was filled with revenge and spit and backstabbing as he called on him to be impeached by the state assembly. It came as more details emerged of the governor's cutthroat tactics, with New York representatives telling Politico of angry phone calls late into the evening which would leave them unable to get off the phone. In one call last week, Cuomo allegedly threatened to destroy Democratic State Assemblyman Ron Kim as he accused him of lying to the media over his remarks on the state's nursing. Alec Baldwin used Twitter to weigh into the feud early Thursday, writing, "If Cuomo threatened Ron Kim's career, Cuomo should." Fox News privacy policy shared this article. Cuomo's administration has been rocked by the confession of his top aide, Melissa DeRosa, that they deliberately hid the deaths of 4,000 nursing home residents from the official COVID toll in the midst of a Justice Department investigation into their handling of. Representative Zeldin Friday added his voice to calls for Cuomo to be stripped of his emergency powers brought in to deal with the pandemic, which are due to expire on April. He told Hannity, "The Republicans in the New York State Assembly are pushing for impeachment. It seems like there might be some Democratic support for that. Well, see, there are a lot of different components here as to why Governor Cuomo is a proud New Yorker. If we want to save our state, Cuomo's got to go." Cuomo is increasingly attracting heat even from fellow Democrats, with New York Rep. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez demanding a full investigation into his handling of COVID in nursing homes. Joining Zeldin on Hannity, former Arkansas Governor Mike Huckabee said, "You know you're in trouble when you're Andrew Cuomo, a Democrat governor of New York, and you got Rep. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez and Alec Baldwin and members of her own party who smell the blood in the water and they're coming after." His bullying has finally caught up with him and people are no longer pretending they're afraid of him, and I think his time is limited. He may finish his term, but I think this is the last thing he'll do politically. Cuomo has been heavily criticized for his tirade against Assembly member Ron Kim after he questioned his handling of the Kim said Cuomo threatened to destroy him over a quote he had given to a media outlet in which he said the administration admitted it was withholding data about deaths in nursing homes because it was trying to dodge having any incriminating evidence that might get it in trouble with the justice. The governor has been desperately trying to distance himself from the ongoing scandal, and on Friday appeared to blame nursing homes themselves by saying they should only have taken patients they could handle. The governor's defensive rant during his press briefing came shortly after Ock issued a statement calling for an investigation into his conduct. The statement read, "I support our state's return to co-equal governance and stand with our local officials calling for a full investigation of the Cuomo administration's handling of nursing homes during thousands of vulnerable New Yorkers lost their lives in nursing homes throughout their loved ones and the public deserve answers and transparency from their elected leadership," and the secretary to the governor's remarks warned a full investigation. Cuomo has faced mounting challenges to his leadership on the pandemic as state lawmakers, both Democrats and Republicans, threatened to strip him of the power to issue emergency orders, and federal investigators scrutinized his administration's handling of nursing homes. During his press briefing, Cuomo spent about 15 minutes defiantly defending his administration's response to nursing homes but did say he should have provided more public information on death. What are Cuomo's emergency powers and how could they be rescinded? In March 2020, the New York State Legislature granted Cuomo emergency powers to address the coronavirus pandemic. This effectively allows the governor to change any local or state law with a stroke. He has issued 94 such executive orders including limiting gatherings in public and private spaces, closing or reopening businesses, mask mandates and expanding hospitals. Cuomo has also issued orders indirectly related such as making a second wedding license available for free if the first one expired. The executive powers are set to expire on April 30th. But the New York State Legislature has the power to revoke these powers before the deadline with a simple majority. There are 150 members in the Assembly, so a simple majority would entail 76 members voting to rescind or 75 members and a tie-breaking casting vote by the lieutenant governor. In the Senate, there are 63 members, so they would need 32 senators for a simple majority. Advertisement. Cuomo said, "No one has a right to spread lies or misinformation that causes pain to the families." He went on to say that he should have been more aggressive in fighting lies and regrets not cracking down on what he described as misinformation. He said he made a mistake in becoming complacent about the misinformation, saying he dismissed it as false agendas and partisan politics. "I was not aggressive enough in knocking down the falsities. We were busy. We were doing we're trying to save lives. No excuses," he said. "I'm not going to allow people to lie to the people of New York without answering. I have very thick skin. I don't really care what people say about me. I agree this because I believe I can. I'm not going to let you lie to them. He went on to say there was a need to reform nursing homes in the state before another pandemic occurs, saying they were only supposed to take patients if they could. Health Commissioner Howard Zucker insisted on Friday that the state made the right public health decision at the time regarding allowing nursing home patients in hospital to return to their visits. Zucker said based on what they now know, officials would have still made the same decision. He said that of the 365 nursing homes that admitted patients from hospital between March 25 and May 10, 98% already had virus outbreak. Zucker added that there are COVID deaths in 132 nursing homes that never took a coronavirus patient from hospital. The Justice Department has been examining the governor's COVID task force and trying to determine whether the state intentionally manipulated data regarding deaths in nursing homes, sources told the Associated Press. For months, his administration had resisted requests from lawmakers and reporters to release a complete death toll for nursing home residents. In recent weeks, the administration revealed that 15,000 long-term care residents have died, up from the 8,500 previously